welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a lovely Tuesday. As always, if you follow my Instagram, cheeky plug alert, it's at Chronicles of Hannah. The link will be below. Every Tuesday I post a fitness or health related post on my Instagram. What I wanted to go through in this video is, obviously I am not a psychologist, I'm not an expert, and I'm also not going to preach to you and be like life is always rainbows and fairy cakes, because it's not. As much as I want it to be, it's not. But I think we've all been there when we've woken up and we've had a really bad day, and things just, the little minor things in life just get on your wick and you just end up feeling really like a Mardy girl. So what I wanted to do in this week's video, I feel like I'm kind of getting to the groove in my life now of knowing what to do when I have a bad day, how to keep myself positive. So I wanted to go through my 5 ways to help you and handle a bad day and boost your mood. So if you wanted to hear my 5 little quick tips and tricks, then keep watching. So my first tip is to practice mindfulness. So, first of all, what is mindfulness? Like, what does it mean, Han? I don't really know what you're on about and what you're saying. Sorry, I'm just putting my little notebook there so I've got my notes. So mindfulness for me, without sounding like, you know, a hippie and all of that jazz, mindfulness is whenever you feel an emotion, rather than just kind of feel it and react to it, analyse it and think about it and acknowledge it. So, give you an example, sometimes you wake up, you know, you're just having what I'd call an ugly day, so you put your makeup on and you're like, I'm not feeling it, I feel awful today, I feel fat, I feel ugh, I feel rough. So rather than just kind of dwell on that and let it slowly build, what you need to do is you need to set yourself back, focus on it and think, why am I feeling this way? Acknowledge that you're feeling rubbish, that you're feeling a bit like pooey and crap, and basically go back and think, why am I feeling like this today? And maybe think, is it because I'm tired? Is it because I, you know, had an argument, or I had a stressful day at work yesterday? Take those little steps to kind of take yourself back and think, just because I'm not feeling great today, it doesn't mean that in like a few hours or tomorrow I won't feel gorgeous and I won't feel stunning. So practice your mindfulness. If you feel an emotion, like obviously I have anxiety and I have panic attacks, so it really helps me sometimes to kind of push my emotions kind of forward, acknowledge that I'm feeling that way, and rather than think, oh my god, like I feel awful, this is going to carry on, I'm going to feel worse, if you focus on just breathing through it and being mindful and acknowledging the way you're feeling and that it will go, you will feel better. So my tip number 2 is something that I really believe in, and it's finding and dedicating time every single day to something that you want to do for your own growth, and to keep you happy and healthy. So for me, exercise is obviously a big part of my life. It's something that for me, when it comes to anxiety and panic attacks, having that kind of endorphins and adrenaline boost does really help me when I then feel panicked and I feel anxious. But again, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be exercise. It could be that you enjoy art, you enjoy drawing, it could be you enjoy writing, if you love reading. Try and set yourself, even if it's 15 minutes, just set yourself like a target for the day and say, for say 15 minutes today, I am going to read the book I really enjoy. Or I'm going to call someone that I love, or like me, it will be like, it depends. So mine will always be that every day I try and set myself to work out between 45 minutes to an hour. I plan the week ahead, so I know that I've got that time window where I'm going to be doing something for me and I'm going to be enjoying it. So find an outlet, find something you enjoy. It could be walking, but just find time in your day, and then you know that no matter how rubbish your day is going, you've got some time to really sit and have it as an outlet. My next thing, and again, it's one of these things where people are like, what does that even mean? What does it do for you? But I'm also, I think, one of the best ways to handle a day is to make sure that along with finding your time to have an outlet, making sure that self-care is part of your day as well. So to give you an example, like yesterday, I had a busy week at work. I'm obviously a complaint handler, so it can be extremely stressful. And obviously I'm not saying that I feel happy, I feel like I can run through the field of daisies and be like really happy. But if you find ways, even if again it's 5 to 10 minutes, try and find ways that you're looking after yourself. So self-care in my eyes is doing something for you that is, you know, being like selfish in a good way. So you're focusing on yourself and you're doing something that makes you feel good. So yesterday, when I got in, I did a sheet mask, I relaxed, I watched a program that I enjoyed, and I just kind of let my brain like switch off. So although I have like my time for exercise where I'm using it as an outlet, so like this morning I did like a really like an elliptical cardio workout that was pretty intense, released all of my endorphins, but then I also make sure that I'm finding time to do something that relaxes me. So I'll watch like Real Housewives of Atlanta, which I'm watching at the moment. I'll put a face mask on, or I'll have a bath, or I'll just, you know, do my nails. Even like sometimes just 5 to 10 minutes of doing your nails can make you feel better. So, you know, even if you've got a busy life, I know like with mums and stuff, I don't know how they do it, they're Wonder Women in my eyes, but just find a little bit of time in your life, even if it's just listening to some music. Like I love listening to music when I'm walking, just to switch off. So even if you just have to listen to a song, all these little things really help. Tip number 4 for handling a bad day is talking it out. And when I say talk it out, I don't always mean like have a rant, because sometimes rants can make you feel worse because you're just literally like the poor other person, you're just going on. Find someone that you can go to and you can talk it through in a positive way. Like sometimes I find that there's people in your life that you could tell things to and the reaction you'll get back is just like, so what? Or they'll kind of project it on themselves. So they'll be like, yeah, I've had that too. Like I did this and I got through it. And you don't really want to hear that when you're anxious and you're stressed. So try and find someone who is similar to you, like a friend or a family member who you trust. And obviously don't kind of like ultimately like making yourself happy, that's all on you. Like it's your life, you're in control of it. So don't expect that if you talk to someone that is going to resolve it. But if you speak to someone and you kind of talk it through and go, yeah, I don't really know how I'm feeling, like is this normal, this has happened to me, and just kind of talk it through in a positive way and go, this is how I'm approaching it, finding it a bit, you know, stressful, this is my approach on it, I'm trying to be positive, what do you think? If there's someone that you trust and you can talk to openly and honestly, they'll get it. But again, sometimes also it's great to be able to speak to someone who doesn't really know you, doesn't really know the situation. So sometimes I'll go to people who are like friends from a completely different area of my life, they don't live anywhere near me, I can chat to them and they'll give me honest, independent advice. Or I'm a big believer in counselling and therapy. I had a great counsellor for several years. Really got me through a tough time in my life, so I wouldn't be afraid to speak to her again. So tip number 4 is find someone that you trust and you can talk to. My final tip number 5, is a really basic one. So I find that when I'm having a really bad day, the smallest things will irritate me. So it could be that I missed my bus, or you know, someone was rude to me, they didn't hold a door open for me. You could be stuck in traffic, you could be having a bad hair day. Like when you're having a bad day, like these little things really do like make you feel rubbish. So one of the things that also really helps me is to actually remind yourself of what you have to be grateful for. So practicing gratitude. Now, I'm not obviously saying that if you do these things, everything is going to be roses, but sometimes when you feel absolutely hopeless and rubbish, just finding the little things to be grateful for make all the difference. So for me, sometimes I will remember that I'm in a nice home, I've got a nice family, I've got access to food, like just really basic human things, rather than just focus on like the materialistic things, like my hair doesn't look right, I feel fat, like this dress doesn't fit me. Focus on, well actually I'm healthy, I'm happy, I've got a family that loves me, and that is all you need in life. Like focus on the basics, and I promise you, like all the little things in your life that are irritating you at the time won't seem as bad. But yeah, so that was a quick little video for me. I wanted to go through obviously my 5 ways to handle a bad day. Hannah, obviously handle, do you get it? Handle. I don't know if you're going to get it, but there we go. Obviously it's how I handle things, but hopefully if I talk it through with you, it will help me. It'll also help you, so hopefully my tips have helped. If you enjoyed this video, obviously let me know down below if you've got any ways that help you when you're having a bad day. You can follow me, all my social media links will be down below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe as always, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.